Hey guys, Glimmer Online. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy belated Mother's Day. I was not on yesterday. I cooked my wife's favorite meal, which is a Asian style barbecue chicken and a this Asian noodle dish that she loves. It's what sealed the deal and why we're married. She actually said to our children yesterday, she said, girls, you wouldn't be here without this meal. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, today is money mindset, how to reprogram your mind. This is really important. I talked to a lot of people this weekend there's some blockage out there, guys, and you got to get over it. So if you like videos about making money online, make sure you hit the link below to subscribe, notification. I'm going to share with you some just some tips and tricks that I found really work well for me, that keeps me motivated, keeps me creating content. Even when my videos get just a couple of views, it doesn't matter to me because I believe in the process and I just need to continue doing it. Like it's interesting because so many people get so frustrated so quickly, and you can't do that, guys. You got to really stick to it. So this is about money mindset and having and how to reprogram your mind, knowing instead of doing busy stuff, you want to do stuff that makes money, right? And there's some stuff that's going to surprise you, and stick around to the end because I have something special for you to help you really achieve a lot more much quicker. All right, so basically what how do you reprogram your mind, right? Like, what is the principles behind doing this and why do you want to do it? Well, most of the time we're lazy. We will take the path of least resistance, including not doing something because it's the easiest thing. It also gives us an out when we fail, right? So if we don't try something, then we can't fail at it, right? So our minds go, well, that's going to be painful, that if we go and try this thing and put everything out on the line and we fail, it's going to be painful. It's going to bruise our ego. We're not going to feel great. So we actually will stop ourselves from trying. There's I can't think of her name. It'll come to me as we're talking about this. There's a really interesting study where we have like your idea side of your mind and your brake side of your mind. Your brake side of your mind is putting the brakes on constantly. Almost every second that you think of something, you are getting a muscle reflex or a brain reflex telling you to brake. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because it's saying potentially we could be set up for hurt, right? So it's like a flight. It's like a protection of us. So the very first thing we need to do is from the beginning, right? We can't let that sort of manifest or take control. We have to break through that right from the very beginning. So it's crazy, and you just have to practice this. It's kind of like what's a good analogy? It's like when you're if you're a runner or if you've done weightlifting or anything like that, you get to a point and your body just is straining, and you just gotta like push through. And once you push through, here's a great example. Actually, here's a good one. I've been since COVID, we live in an apartment tower here. I've been taking the stairs, and when I go do my big walks now each night, my legs are tired, and I come back and I'm like, I gotta do it. So there's 7 flights up to our unit, and there's actually 8 flights up. So what I do is, like, by the 6th or 7th flight, I'm like, because I've gone out, I've walked like almost 6K. I've done lots of stairs, different hills and stairs on my walk, so my legs are really fatigued. The last flight of stairs, it's just like, and my body says, okay, no, just take them one at a time. It will be easier. You're not going to fatigue yourself. I know my body can do it, so I push it to step 2 steps at a time without even stopping. I won't let that side of my brain basically take control. So I just push through it immediately, and that's what you need to do. The minute you're like, I'll do it later, oh, I'm going to do that this afternoon, you can't. This is why making a schedule is so key, guys. And this is what's really important. And this is what I didn't do for so long. So you need to do a schedule for training, right? So you need to have a schedule where you're actually doing training. Just like if you were to go, let's say you schedule the gym, right? I'm going to do 45 minutes of cardio or whatever, right? You need to do 45 minutes of training. Now, whatever that training is, maybe it's maybe if you're in a network marketing company, you've got company training stuff. Maybe you've bought some other stuff. Stick around, and I'm going to show you how you can get about $3,000 worth of top level mind training stuff. So stick around to the end, and you'll be able to see that. Basically, you need to put that time in, because if you're not putting that time in, what are you filling your brain with, right? Your brain needs ideas to connect together, and if you're not putting this, if you're just kind of pulling it out of thin air, thinking of things that might work, yeah, that's possible if you're an inventor. But if you're having someone that's successful telling you these are the steps to take to work, well, then your brain can process that and go, okay, so you do your training, right? Then you also have to have, you have to schedule time, like working time. Like, what am I going to do? Because too many people get caught up in that training time. They do all that training and it's like, oh man, I got to make dinner. Okay. And they're off and they don't do any actual work time. So you need to be able to switch off, right? Training time, boom. I only have 45 minutes or an hour or whatever it is. Done. I'm done that training. I have to pick up tomorrow if there's more, right? Then I go on to work stuff, and you need to know exactly what are the things that are making you money. If you're doing affiliate, actually, if you're doing any kind of business, most of what how you will make money is through marketing. And through marketing, what are you doing with marketing? You're creating content. You're creating content to attract people. You're like, content is king, guys. So you're making a blog to attract people. You're making a video to attract people. You're what else are you doing? You're going on social media. You're making interesting posts to attract people. You're basically interacting with people, not to spam them, but your idea is to open up a conversation with them so that you can suggest a solution if your solution works for the problem that they have, right? So someone posts something, you're going to go back and forth. Maybe you're just being an ear, and that's fine too, right? You're just being an ear. You don't have to do anything. I'm not that good at it. That's probably my weakest thing. I'm not like that. I'm very direct. Don't read between lines. If I have a problem, fix the problem. Do not like that. So you need to be doing all that, and that's working stuff. But the main thing is creating content. Create content. Create content. Create content. That's your time. Now the third and super important scheduling you need to do is actual scheduled free time. And right now, besides, I'm trying to schedule a lot more free time, especially for my kids because they're home, right? However you're going to make up your day. Maybe you're going to do 40 minutes of training. You're going to do an hour of work, or maybe 2 hours of work, depending on where you're at. Maybe you're like, I'm getting started, I'm going to do like 6 hours of work a day. It's hard, especially creating content for that long. Don't burn yourself out, right? Like if you think about someone that has a job, realistically, they're probably take out all the social elements, the breaks, the lunches, all that stuff. Like, really, how much work are they actually getting done? Like actual work. There's only a couple of hours a day that they actually get work done. The rest is like, they commute there, they socialize, they do some work, right? They socialize, they take a break, they socialize, they do some work. And if someone's like, that's not what I do, I work my ass off all day long. Well, go on and actually time yourself. I have been in the workplace, and there's a lot more socializing than work that gets done, especially in an office environment. Like, it's when I was working for a graphic design firm, I would work from home to get way more done than work in the office. Because working in the office, you're constantly being interrupted by people asking you questions, stuff like that. Anyways, so this is how you're going to change your mind. So first, or reprogram your mind. So first thing you're going to do is, when you get up in the morning, you're going to do some basically some visualization. I know this sounds harsh, and I have the hardest time doing it. This is the worst thing because it feels all guru-y stuff, but you really have to visualize. You have to set your mind. You have to convince your mind. It's a true story. Your mind doesn't know if what does the study, like, your mind didn't know if you're really in pain or if it's a ghosting pain. This is like when you lose a limb, you can still sometimes feel it. So you need to convince your mind, you need to visualize what is it that your goal is, and have attainable goals, right? Have big audacious goals, of course, but have obtainable goals. Like I'm going to create 5 pieces of really good content this month, right? So you're going to work on it, or maybe it's like 5 this week, or whatever your schedule is, right? Like I said, don't kill yourself, and just visualize that. The other thing you're going to do is, after the day is wound down, right? You're going to get your running shoes on, or your best walking shoes on, and you're going to go walk. No headphones, no nothing. It's just you, your brain, your breathing, and your walking. Nothing else. You need to give your mind off time from all the stimulation from our computers, our smartphones, all that stuff. You need to give your mind time to process. And what's great is that if you get your body in shape, you're going to be creating endorphins. So what you're doing for your mind is figuring out everything that's happened in the day. Your body, from walk at a brisk pace if you can, is going to be creating endorphins. So you're actually going to be feeling good about this processing. And as you continue that, it will snowball into success. It's amazing. It's like it's such a cool thing. But you can't go out and put your Walkman on, or your Walkman. Haha, I'm dating myself. Put on your earbuds or whatever, and like, your MP3 player. You can't do that, because that's going to take away your mind. Your mind is going to be distracted by that. You want your mind just free to just process what you've been doing for the day, your body, right? So it's super, super important. So those are the 2 things. So if you just do the visualization in the morning, and do make a schedule for how you're going to work, and then at the end of the day do that walk, it is going to change your life. And I mean, it's going to be quick, guys. It's not like the 28 days to create a new habit. No, it's going to be really quick. In a couple of days, you're going to see like amazing results. If guys, your testosterone level is going to go way up. The exercise, the endorphins going, it's going to be crazy. Women, you're going to have way more confidence. A, because you've got this scheduled out, and B, that the physical activity is going to make you feel great. It's going to tone your legs, tone your body, all that kind of stuff. So that's how you start the process. Now, I want you guys to check out a couple of links below. These are the businesses that I do, and a lot of it is a bulk of the training that's in these businesses. They make great money, but a bulk of it is all about the power of the mind, and doing mindset stuff, and learning how to market, how to get your mind working, how to create all this stuff. So it's really great stuff, and I'd love for you to join my team. And like I said about the $3,000 worth of training, if you join any one of the programs below and come in as a member on my team, then I'm going to set you up in a membership area that has this training in it. And this is got there's 10 different training programs in there. It goes from everything from attraction marketing to mindset to business training to transitioning conversations, like social skills to transform social conversation into business conversation without feeling yicky, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I have for you guys today. Hopefully this is super helpful for you. I'm looking forward to you having great success. Make sure you hit the notification button below. Let's get your mind changed, and let's get you earning and thriving and creating abundance in your life. All right, guys. Cheers.